did the gangsta boogie. And black chukkas and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie. And black chukkas and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie. And black chukkas and hoodies. Once upon a time I had the pink capsules, pitching between 7th and Lenox Avenues. No conscience, full of rhythm and nonsense. Some convicts had dope first, then can't wait. I worked on 4-7 and witnessed the rise of 4-8. I barely made it out of IS-10 and graduated to a life of crime. E equals everything squared, the theory of Einstein. I break down dimes and sell them for 20 to get mine. As I reflect upon them Harlem Nights, the greatest crack ever. 5 a.m. glancing the landscape, black chuckers, Gucci umbrellas, OJ limousines, soda club leathers. And after all this time, the cops didn't love us. They continued to be jealous of the good fellas. Gangsters coexisting and working together. They called me King Emperor cause I sprayed the file on. Me, Reynolds, Big Ice, and Z so tight it's like constricting pythons. I had no sympathy for whack players, what he thought. I mushed him on the gate and made his jaw vibrate like a tuning fork. But when I had that 357 Tango, I was invincible. I think the gangsta boogie with a big ass Thule, hoodie, and Ewins. Funeral viewings, super bubble chewings. The greatest crack ever, my childhood pastime. Fiends would line up like how they do now for Starbucks and Lindsay cups. Watching the cut professor perform at St. Nick and New Hamilton, I was almost out of time, addicted to scrambling. I seen a cheerleader pom-poms turn into a stem. And the rise of 145th Street murder and corruption. Gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie. And black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie. And black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie. And black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie. And black chuckers and hoodies. It was a wonderful time to me, dude, soul crack and harmony. Seen through the eyes of a child in Street Academy, no GD. But then Psycho Ernest got killed, Doug got sealed in an abandoned building. This was the rise of the kids out of wedlock and his children. I gangsta boogie to the Bronx, that's where Chris got murdered. David got killed, all this blood that was spilled. Back home they say Cornell got chopped up, dismembered his head and feet. You could still hear him beatboxing throughout 137th Street. The murder game got sick, AZ spoke on it about Rich. We grew up like this, madness in the music. I put my boot thing in a limo, gave her some spending money. Look at it, drove off and get back to being grungy. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. I remember my first glimpse of finding beauty in a gun. I heard some shots rang out, my boot thing got stomped out. That's when I got a taste of what real beef was about. This reign of terror went from Dykeman to Delaware. It even gave my own moms a scare. Watching Leonard wash a binge right after smoking dust. He was the Space Ghost, the mascot for us. While we did the boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies, we did the gangsta boogie and black chuckers and hoodies.